Hey everybody, Life's Journey at 50 here. So, hey, a couple things. If you've been watching the videos, thank you very much. Greatly appreciate it. Don't know where we're at right now, but I'm coming to you to do the Klim helmet. Now, this is the new X1 Alpha from Klim. Now, this is a pretty snazzy helmet. I mean, it's pretty nice. Upgraded. The big thing here is, and you can see I have two Klim Krios helmets as well. So now this one is $875. The Krios are $750. So this one, the Alpha, really you can set this up and configure this into all the different riding styles that you need. You can take the beak off and make it a street helmet. It's an ADV helmet. Whereas the Krios is predominantly an ADV helmet and obviously off-road. So a little bit different in that arena. Weight-wise, that's always the big thing here. Now, this one is 1,550 grams, and that equates to about 3.42 pounds, whereas the Krios is 1,450 grams and 3.2 pounds. So 0.2 pounds difference between these. Now, I don't know. I don't really feel that much of a difference, but the Krios are a little bit lighter than the new Alpha helmet. Now, what's cool about this one, it's got two adjustable in the forehead. So you've got adjustable wind in here. So, and they're water resistant. They're not waterproof, obviously, but they're up in here, up in these top parts up in here. And then you also have exhaust vents, 4 exhaust vents through here that kind of sucks the air through here. And then upper lower part to, you know, obviously let air flow in here. Now, I've ridden a little bit. I haven't ridden really off-road with this one yet. Obviously, I've done a ton of off-road riding with these. Breathability, both are pretty good. So far, again, I haven't ridden off-road with this one, but on the road, it's been pretty good. These, I always say, are, to me, so far, the best for off-road, outside maybe a motocross type helmet, where you're constantly wearing the goggles with these, where you can, you know, obviously wear the goggles, you know, with ease. But these have the visors on them. So I think these are, the best in that arena. Now, again, I haven't done it here. Noise-wise, what I will say about this, I was shocked by, it still seemed noisy, just like these do on the road. And I rode with this one all the way to the Idaho BDR and did the BDR with this one. And I would just tell you, on the highway, you definitely need earplugs and just to help drown out some of that noise. But as far as noise, this is a little, I would say a little less. Still noisy, not as noisy as this, because what they have done is, you will see here. Now, granted, this is Adventure. This is more, all-purpose for everything. But there's more padding in here, and it helps drown out a little bit of the noise. But it still felt like a lot of noise was coming in on this helmet. So, again, for $875, I thought maybe it might be a little quieter. To be quite honest with you, not as quiet as my Tuareg, the Carbon Adventure helmet. Now, granted, this one doesn't have the buffeting like that Tuareg one did. These are pretty good in the wind. Like I said, rode all those miles to the Idaho BDR and the BDR. Never got any, buffeting. Same thing so far in this one, riding it around. No buffeting. Nothing, snapping you on the neck and stuff like that. So that's been fantastic as well. Just a little bit louder than I thought it would be. Not as bad as these, but still a little bit louder than even my Arai and the Tuareg one. So a little bit different there. So both have pin lock, anti-fog. Again, these are really nice helmets. I really want to get this one off-road. I think it'll be fine. The other thing, sizing-wise, big key here on the sizing piece. So these are double X. When I tried the double X on this one, there was no way that the chin was right up against my mouth. I actually have a triple X in this one. And so that, I would tell you, is a big difference between these two. So you got to check your sizing on these, because I have double X's in these, and then this one's a triple X. One thing, I know a lot of people talk about the Klim Krios always hurting like right here in the crown of your head. Now, again, shape of your head, all that other stuff goes on, but I do not get that with this one. I do not get that little bit of a pain. After riding the Idaho BDR for long periods of time and being in this helmet for long periods of time, it does start to be a little bit of an irritation right in the top of my forehead on this helmet. And so if I wear this for long periods throughout the day, it'll start, wearing a little bit on my forehead, and it just feels like a little peak here. I do not feel that on this helmet. But I also, going from a double X, a triple X in this is way too big. It's too loose, all this other stuff. This is a perfect fit for me. But this is a triple X, and this fits snug as a bug. So really, like I said, so far, very happy with it. Almost $900, $875. The one thing that I will say, the other thing that is a little bit of a disappointment. So, and I don't know if this is because of safety or whatever, but they've redid this where you have to kind of loop this in and out. I do like it on the Krios where this connected, and you can actually do this with your glove, and it's it just clasps together magnetically. So I do kind of like the clasp on this one where you kind of lock it down. This one, it's kind of like an Arai or even my Touratech one, where you've got to lace it up and snug fit it or whatever. So I do like the clasp design on the Krios. Again, beautiful helmet, futuristic. I'd also say the vision on this is greater as well. So, so the positive are, you got vision, I think is a positive. I think the snug fitness, a little less noise coming in here. Airflow is still solid, just like these, I think, for the most part. Again, I haven't ridden it off-road, but the airflow seems to be pretty steady there. So, and again, comfort inside. The padding, they've changed up a little bit from the Krios, at least on this one. And it does feel comfortable in there, and all that. So all your comms will fit. Not a big deal on that. No buffeting, so that's all good. I think the drawbacks are a little pricey, obviously. I mean, when you start talking almost $1,000, like you said, it's $875. You start talking almost $1,000. I guess I kind of expected a little bit quieter on that aspect of it in that front. But yeah, it's beautiful looking helmet, almost kind of like if you're a Halo Master Chief type of thing. You probably like that because it kind of looks like a Halo Master Chief, like you said. But you get a nice vision here versus these. You get a little bit more vision. That's probably accessible, obviously, for the street, and obviously making it more rounded for all kinds of riders. And again, the Krios, though, airflow, all that stuff has been great off-road, even on the highway. But they're just a little loud in that aspect. So I don't know. It's kind of like bikes or tires or whatever. What's the perfect one out here? But anyways, this is my quick down and dirty review of the X1 Alpha by Klim. It's their newer helmet. If you're in the hunt for one, I would recommend this definitely over the Touratech Adventure Carbon one, because that buffeting on that one is just brutal. I wish I wish something was different on it. I've tried different positions, but I would take this one over that one all day long, just because of that. Even though it's a little bit quieter than this one, I would still take this one over that one. So that kind of gives you an idea right there. So, all right, folks, again, hit that like, subscribe, notification button. Thanks for watching. Hopefully this was a little bit helpful. Again, this one's 3.42 pounds. This one is 3.2 pounds. Again, not much of a difference, I didn't feel. And they have some similar features. One's just more geared towards, this is strictly ADV off-road. This one you can use for any environment when you're going. So, all right, thanks a lot. We'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.